how does a typical start of a relationship go? So you find a woman attractive, and then you maybe you ask her out, and once you guys feel that there's something between you guys, and how do you actually say it? How do you put it in a sentence? Like in Korea here, to literally translate a Korean sentence that goes, "우리 사귈래?" It's gonna be, "You want to be my girlfriend." It's very straightforward and direct here. So how does it work in the States?
Sounds very official, but I think some people might say it directly like that in the U.S. But I tend to think everybody's different. Also, it might depend on the age you are. So I think the courtship for teenagers might be quite a bit different. You know, when people are immature, what do you do when you like somebody as a teenager? You kind of tease them first, maybe, or
Right.
you know, act like a jerk to them. But that's really your way of showing you're interested. But yeah, like you said, sometimes maybe you go out on a few dates. It's not necessarily official yet. This question is kind of confusing for me because I've heard of people just assuming on their own without anything being said that, okay, we're a couple now because we met X amount of times or we did this together, and then the other partner might not agree. They might say, well, you know, we're keeping things simple. I think it's hard to tell sometimes. I guess the best way is just to come out and say it and make your feelings clear.
So when you actually say that, do you call it that, describe that situation by saying you confess your love to someone? Or
you know what? I think you could, but to me that's a little bit old-fashioned. I
Right.
don't think many people, at least in the U.S., would say confess. They'd probably just put it in specific terms, like, you know, I see you as a long-term partner, or I think you know, we're officially a couple, something like that. Yeah, confess. I think I know it's used here sometimes, but to me it sounds a little bit old-fashioned.
Right. 그쵸. 그래서 지금 우리가 the start of a date, right? 어떻게 데이트 시작하는지 잠깐 얘기를 해봤는데, 한국 사람들은 약간 그런 게 있잖아요. You have to ask, right? And make it official, and make sure both parties here understand that this is something more than friends. 약간 그런 과정이 꼭 있는데, 그런 과정에서 한국 사람들은 뭐 고백하다라는 말 되게 많이 하죠. 근데 고백하다를 그냥 literally translate해서 confess my love for someone 이랬을 때 조금은 약간 구닥다리 느낌이 좀 난다라는 거예요. 약간 옛날 뭐 소설에 나올 법한 이런 말투라는 거죠. Okay, so when you say that, I mean, talk about that to your friends, like say the next morning when you go to school, it could be like, "Hey, I asked her out and she said yes," or is that something along that line?
That sounds pretty natural to me. I think a lot of people would put it that way. We can say we're a couple now. You know, we're officially a couple.
That's cool.